Are America and Russia really enemies, or is this all a grand political conspiracy designed to deceive people around the world? This question is not just limited to conspiracy theories, but is backed by historical evidence, secret agreements, propaganda machinery, and the realities of global politics. In this video, we will take a detailed look at whether this enmity is real or just a game. Dear friends, we need to look at post-1945 history because this is when this so-called enmity was presented to the world. During World War II, America and Russia, then the Soviet Union, were allies and together defeated Nazi Germany. But as soon as the war ended, these two powers stood against each other. Why? America was a capitalist country where business and market freedom prevailed. Russia was a communist country where the government controlled all industries and the economy. Both ideologies were against each other, and this led to the beginning of the Cold War. Cold War meant that America and Russia would not engage in direct warfare, but would fight each other through proxy wars in other countries. Several proxy wars took place during this period. Korean War from 1950 to 1953, North Korea was supported by Russia and China, while South Korea was supported by America. Vietnam War from 1955 to 1975, America fought against communism in Vietnam, while Russia supported the communist groups. Afghan War from 1979 to 1989, America supported the Mujahideen to ensure Russia's defeat in Afghanistan. But the surprising thing is that America and Russia never directly attacked each other. So were they really enemies, or was something else happening behind the scenes? In 1945, America dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan, and after that, Russia also developed its nuclear weapons. Then both nations started a nuclear arms race. The public was always told that if one country attacks the other, the whole world will be destroyed. But why was a nuclear war never fought? America and Russia both had enough nuclear weapons to destroy the Earth multiple times, yet they never used them. Why? Both nations knew that if they attacked each other, they would also be destroyed. That's why these weapons were mainly used to spread fear and keep the public under control. In 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis happened, bringing the world close to nuclear war. But in the end, both countries resolved the issue through dialogue. If the enmity was so intense, then why was there no war? This means that there were some hidden dealings happening behind the scene. The media is the most powerful weapon in the world, and both America and Russia use it to their advantage. American media, like CNN and Fox News, always portrays Russia as a dangerous enemy. Meanwhile, Russian media, such as RT and Sputnik, presents America as the world's greatest oppressor. America's defense budget exceeds $800 billion. Which is more than the combined budget of the world's 10 largest countries. Russia also spends a significant portion of its economy on weapons manufacturing. All of this, of course, benefits the arms manufacturing companies. If the people in America protest against inflation or unemployment, the government immediately claims Russia wants to destroy us. Conversely, if people in Russia protest against corruption or poverty, the government says America is conspiring against us. In this way, instead of focusing on real issues, the public gets entangled in enmity, further empowering their governments. America and its allied countries often impose economic sanctions on Russia, but in reality, trade between America and Russia has never completely stopped despite these sanctions. Many times in history, America has imposed sanctions on Russia on one hand while supplying essential goods on the other. In the 1970s, when the Soviet Union faced a severe food crisis, the American public was told, "We will not sell anything to Russia." But behind the scenes, American companies continued selling wheat and other agricultural products to Russia. Why? Because if Russia's economy weakened too much, there could be a rebellion, and America did not want an uncontrollable Russia. In the 1980s, America announced that it would destroy Russia's energy sector to weaken the Soviet Union's economy. But at the same time, American companies secretly invested in Russian oil and gas projects. In 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea, America imposed strict economic sanctions on Russia. But the surprising fact is that despite these sanctions, American companies continued trading with Russia in secret. In 2018, the Wall Street Journal reported that several major American companies are secretly making deals with Russian companies, even though the government claims there are strict sanctions on Russia. If America and Russia are truly enemies, then why do they collaborate on space missions? After the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, the Russian space agency Roscosmos and the American space agency NASA began cooperating with each other. In 2011, when America shut down its shuttle program, Russian rockets were used to send American astronauts into space. This means that if America couldn't even go to space without Russia, then what kind of enmity is this? Even today, American astronauts travel on Russian spacecraft, and both countries rely on each other for space research. Apparently, Russia is an ally of Iran and Syria, while America is their enemy. But the strange fact is that neither country has ever directly harmed the other's interests. Why? Because if complete peace is established,